Hello everyone, my name is Jessica and I'm here to do my informative speech. Today I'm going to be informing you all about the dropout crisis in our college students in America. Almost half of the 3 million students who start their first year of college in 2011 will drop out before they earn their degrees. And I found this in an article that was on the U.S. News and World Report called Getting Kids Set for College. This is a growing crisis for our nation, and it is something that we all need to be concerned about, just because it pretty much affects you or someone you know, a student, a teacher, maybe your future employer, politician, a parent, even taxpayers, which pretty much includes everybody. There are plenty of people who are capable of earning a degree and go on to do so, but there are a lot that don't make it through, and it can be attributed a lot to high school preparation and to choosing the best option for the student. Since the college dropout rate is a national crisis, it requires immediate attention. I have experience in this subject. I actually went to the University of Wisconsin and only attended for 2 years, and I dropped out because of a couple different reasons, but it took me 2 years to get back into college, which it does for a lot of people. And according to American College Testing, which is also ACT, 1 in every 4 students leave college before their sophomore year. So I'm not the only one who found it challenging. And there's probably a lot of you who also know someone or have experienced the same thing. The ACT website also listed the top 5 reasons why students drop out of college. The first one being freedom and the lack of motivation. Also, second is academically being underprepared. Third is financial constraints, and then we have lack of guidance, and finally, the demands of a job. So for freedom, like most students, they are accustomed to teachers kind of chasing them around, maybe having them help them get their work done. And you go to college and you're very independent and you're supposed to do all your work yourself. And it causes a lot of students to neglect their studies, and then they get bad grades their first or second semester and have to end up dropping out because they're not keeping up with their GPA. For the second reason people drop out, it's academically being underprepared. Even this is a national issue, so President Barack Obama gave a speech at the America's Promise Alliance about reforming the No Child Left Behind law. He said that only 40% of high school graduates earn a 2 or 4 year degree, and that leaves 60% that either probably drop out of college or don't even attend college. And since more students are not prepared for college than the ones that are, it is time for a change. And the No Child Left Behind law was supposed to make students proficient in math, reading, and writing, which is preparing students for standardized testing. It's not preparing them for what's actually to come, which is why the Blueprint for Reform is trying to get all high school graduates college and career ready by 2020. So they're kind of switching the efforts to getting them ready for college instead of getting them ready for a standardized test. There's also another concern about remedial courses. Almost every college offers remedial courses. These courses don't apply to your actual degree. According to the National Center for Educational Statistics, 40% of students who enter college need remedial education. And when I was looking on the MIT website, there was 50 courses that they offered for writing and math, which does go to show that a lot of people do need this and that our high schools aren't preparing our students. There's also a lot of financial constraints on students. According to the National Post-Secondary Student Aid, about 50% of the students who dropped out acquired $15,000 of debt. So it does put a lot of strain on a person, and it sometimes leaves dropouts worse than they were before. And then we also have the lack of guidance. I don't feel that students are necessarily prepared and don't have that individual attention that they need in high school to help them prepare for that decision that they need. Also a job, which pulls students away from their studies, but it is necessary for a lot to be able to get their college and living expenses taken care of. And when it comes down to it, most people will have to choose a job since you need money to go to school, but if you don't have money to go to school, you can't go to school. So I think that President Obama said it best in his speech, saying, "This is a problem we cannot afford to accept anymore, and we cannot afford to ignore. The stakes are too high for our children, for our economy, and for our country. It's all time we all come together, parents and students, principals and teachers, business leaders and elected officials from across the political spectrum to end America's dropout crisis."